bills, up a whole lot of bills. But I ain't into tricking.
Okay. Hello? Oh. Hi, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Oh, yes. Kids about to... Goose, what are you doing? Kids about to go back to school and whatnot. I know my little one starts kindergarten on September 6th. What about your kids? Are you doing like back to school shopping and all that other kind of stuff? I don't seem to see all those commercials on TV. I mean, I see Target's is doing a really, heavy, back to school thing. They got the booty song as the theme song and whatnot. But, oh boy, people going back to college and stuff. Yes, we're about to have the malls free during the day. People who have alternative hours like me. We enjoy going to the mall like 10 o'clock in the morning and seeing that it's ours. Nobody else is there. Shout out to people who work overnight. I know you love having the streets to yourself during the day, the stores to yourself. You go in the store, it's just you. Did you guys hear about Madonna and the horse accident? Oh, my gosh. I know I wasn't the only one who was thinking Christopher Reeves, And I am... all those different things that can possibly break bones, in my opinion, shouldn't be executed after a particular point in life unless you already became proficient at it when you were, a teenager and in your 20s when your bones heal nice and quick and everything's all good. I mean, she's 47 years old. And I understand, and, it was a great day. Her whole family was there, the kids, and, Lourdes and Rocco, her kids, and her husband and stuff. I'll do it. Never mind, no, I won't. Anyway, but she was horseback riding, apparently a horse that she wasn't familiar with. She's not a big horse woman herself, riding all around and stuff, a big equestrian herself. And she ended up falling off the horse. She was hospitalized. Her husband, Guy Ritchie, took her to the hospital. She suffered 3 cracked ribs, a broken collarbone, and a broken hand. Now, see, that's all too much healing at 47. Like, especially when you're Madonna, as limber as an 18-year-old all your life, and all of a sudden you got to be convalescing. I mean, it's definitely going to help her convalescing that she's in such good shape. You know what I'm saying? The better shape you are when you break stuff, I guess they say the more healing power that you can. Excuse me, we have a new intern. Her name is Crystal. She goes to York College. Crystal, one thing I noticed is you happen to have an affection for glittery bronzer like me. Yes. Now, what brand is that you're using? I'm using MAC. MAC?
Yes.
The one with the poofy little afro on the top in the gold? Yeah. Me too! Me too! I love it. I have mine on right now. Yes. And I see that you have yours on too. Do you ever find when you use it that you look exceptionally greasy?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Do you use pressed powder?
Sometimes, not all the time though, but I should.
Yeah, I
have oily skin.
I find that with that MAC, it's like I feel greasy and almost dirty looking sometimes. So I only use
it. It just looks so nice. I can't stop using it.
It does. Do you ever use it right here on your shoulders when you have
I go out?
Oh my God, you look like your skin's been dipped in gold.
Exactly.
What color do we use? Tell everybody because I forgot the color.
I don't know either.
It's gold though, right?
Yes.
Have you ever tried the pinkish glow?
No, I
by the MAC?
No.
That's beautiful also.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm addicted to MAC.
Well, I go because I'm a creature of habit now.
Right.
I've been wearing MAC for so long, and
Yeah.
I want to switch, but how do you switch? I just know what to do. Go pick me up a C7 pressed powder. During the winter, it's C6.
Right, exactly.
I know what to use.
Right.
Go pick me up another Giggle Fest lipstick. They discontinued Giggle Fest, so then pick me up a pearl lip gloss. Like you know what I mean? Like you know your colors already.
Exactly.
All right, so we have something in common already. First day here. Kachina's here also. She's a new intern. But anyway, back to Madonna. So the horse she wasn't accustomed to riding the horse. She took a tumble. Her kids, watched her husband, everybody. They were at the countryside estate celebrating her birthday. Well, she's expected to be released, they say, later on this evening, if she's not out already. Now, she's going to be touring with this new album that she has out. Now, whether she'll still be able to drop it like it's hot, who knows? Even if she isn't, I mean, she's given us so many years of good show. I just hate to hear that, all these years, the 47 years of living, and now she decides to crack a rib or, break a bone or something like that. It's like I've taken my kids skating and stuff. I wasn't as proficient on skates when I was a kid. I'm not trying to put on any skates now. I don't want to move. It's like ball players, who go up to the Rutgers in off season and twist their ankle. And now all of a sudden they're out for the whole real basketball season because of some damn thing that happened, some damn, Anyway, I guess those two aren't quite the same. But hey, coming up next hour, it's Advice Hour. And I've got Shawnee coming in. Shawnee has a business. It's called Cater by Shawnee. But what Shawnee really does is not just make the food. Shawnee turns out the whole place, whether it's a big upscale place that needs very little turning, or perhaps your basement. If you hire somebody who, and it doesn't have to be Shawnee, it could be anybody. But what I want her to do is I want her to give tips on how to turn nothing into something. I'm not saying where you live is nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying particularly because you know how I am about weddings. You can put that where back there. If I were the queen of all the universe, everybody would be getting married to justice of the peace and focusing on the marriage part, which is hard enough. You know what I'm saying? And the savings and like that, because, nobody's rich. Who can afford $25,000 unless you are rich? $25,000, $50,000 on a wedding or something like that. So, I am down with the look for less. If you can trick out your backyard or your mom's, if you can put down a hardwood floor, rent a few tables, from the local store, and it's not going to cost you a whole lot, and then all of a sudden you and your 3 cousins can sit while watching the tape of Whitney Houston on prime time, and if you guys can take a bunch of cray paper and pipe cleaners and make some fabulous decorations, I am down with that. Then again, I'm an arts and crafts person by nature. Like, I love to do stuff like that. I don't have enough time in the day anymore. I had such fun yesterday, painting and doing around the house and stuff. I love that kind of stuff. I just don't have the kind of time. But so we're going to talk to Shawnee about that next hour, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it goes real well, we'll have her for a second break. If not, then we'll then turn in the second break back to you guys. But if you have questions pertaining to an event that you're planning, I don't care whether it's a back to school party, whether it's your boyfriend's birthday's about to come up, you want to do something nice for him, you want to trick out the house, you want to know what kind of finger food is appropriate. Look, Thanksgiving is coming. You might have some questions. I'm already planning for Thanksgiving. Are you? I am. But see, I'm a planner, futuristic vision. I'm a planner. I got Thanksgiving planned. I know Christmas planned. And I don't know what I'm doing New Year's Eve, but I know it's got to include at least getting a glimpse of Dick Clark on New Year's Rockin' Eve. Just to see how that all's a-working. Do you know what I mean? The Ryan Seacrest on there with him. We talked about that on Friday. But listen here, the phone lines are open, 866-GET-WENDY. The fax is, oh wait, no, that's right, we have a guest coming in. Okay, then everybody, fan out, and then Advice Hour is coming up next with Shawnee, and Cater by Shawnee. All right, keep it here, you guys. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
I just found out this morning that my supervisor's pregnant.
Damn you, I told you not to do it.
Should I tell my wife what's up?
Plan on a divorce. And as for your job,
put that where? Back there.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice Hour.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
All right, the Wendy Williams Experience is on the radio, everybody. And Shawnee, much to my chagrin, and Goose, can you fix my headphones? Much to my chagrin, Shawnee is, oh yeah, no, they sound terrible. I don't know why they sound so ashy. Shawnee, the Cater by Shawnee is running late, which is very unfortunate because now when she gets here, we'll have a very, very few moments with her. Anyway, coming up next hour for the Hour of Truth, we have no guests coming in. We'll talk about Cassidy. We'll talk about Stephen Kujikaro. I'm going to give you an update on him. We'll talk about Coretta Scott King, Jay-Z, and whatnot. Jay wants to wish Arthur a very happy birthday. Arthur? Oh, he's in the other room. Shout out to Tiffany in Philly who says, Wendy, the blind item is Lisa Ray. She's a single mother, is not really known in the white Hollywood community. and she would do something rather low class like you described. Here's another one. Tina thinks it's Nia Long, the blind item. Oh, here's another one. Lisa Ray. Well, if you missed the blind item, I'll repeat it. And, I think Shawnee's here. I see flowers at the door. Wait. Crystal, can you open the door? Oh, it's Shawnee. Okay. Terrific. Just in time. Hey, Shawnee.
Wendy, how are you?
Shawnee, who you look beautiful today, and you still look so much like Rita Ewing, Patrick Ewing's ex-wife. Yes, you do. That is a beautiful arrangement that you brought. It's terrific. Here, just put it right over there. That's terrific and real.
Yes.
I don't know how long that's going to last. Here, come bring that down. Bring your microphone down. I'll leave it in the office. Some of the girls are really good with real plants. At home, everything is fake.
There's food in here for you.
There's food under the flowers?
Yeah.
That's what makes you so amazing. Okay, everybody, let me just introduce you to friend to the show. Her name is Shawnee, Shawnee. And your business is called Cater by Shawnee.
Right.
And you can put a .com on that and go to your website?
Exactly.
Perfect. You're based here in New York City.
Yes, I am.
But the tips that she's going to give you today will service you if you'd like to do it yourself.
Right.
Now, Shawnee, I specifically wanted to talk with you about weddings today.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I think people spend a lot of money on weddings, and a lot of people really would like to trick out their backyard and make it something. They would really like to have, a $2,000 budget versus a $25,000 budget and make something nice for, 100 people.
Right.
Help me with the backyard. What do you do?
Well, there's so many different things you can do. A lot of people overlook like 99-cent stores, Kmart, Target. You can find great things in there.
Okay.
Fabric shops if you want different colored tablecloths. You don't have to buy a tablecloth.
That's a
I'll
good
make
idea.
anything out of anything. Like I've used earrings as napkin holders. I mean, if you really just think about what you want to do and stick to your theme, instead of just going to the party store and buying everything that they've, if you're doing, let's say, a Power Ranger party for your son,
Okay.
you don't have to buy Power Ranger napkins, Power Ranger streamers. Just go with the colors, use different things.
Right.
But like I was saying about the different tablecloths, especially for like a backyard wedding.
Now, the ends are rough. So then what do you do?
You can go to, usually, sometimes I'll tell you a great thing, especially for an outdoor wedding, burlap. And that can be cut. And the ends look beautiful, in their natural state.
Yeah. This is what I would do because I have a bit of a creative flair, although I don't have the time, to do. I would buy the raw fabric, and as far as the rough ends, I would buy colored ribbon and hot glue it to the ends to finish it.
Very good. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You can do that, or you can have a glue gun. Just turn the ends under. But like I said, with something like burlap, if you use like a very rough fabric, it looks very natural, especially if you're outdoors.
Okay. We'll get back to decorating for a moment. I just wanted to talk about food. One thing that I observed in your... Shawnee has catered the show before, caterbyshawnee.com. You incorporate flowers and the most unusual decorations, the BAM, as Emerald Lagasse would call it, in simple things. Talk about decorating with flowers and putting the flowers in the food. Just a beautiful concept to me.
Well, just to give a little background, my grandmother's a part of my company.
Okay.
And her name is Rose. And I try to incorporate roses into almost everything that I do. I think it's brought me luck.
Oh.
And people, women go crazy. They love roses. Most elegant flower to me, if you ask me. And it just adds a little extra touch. And I don't use flowers that are necessarily very expensive. I go to the Korean grocers where roses are $4 a dozen.
Or you wait until they're almost bad, but still have their color.
Exactly. And I use them for everything. I've made napkin holders out of them. I use them to decorate, just to throw a few in the bathroom. I use flowers everywhere. I think they just add a lot of class and ambiance to any event that you're doing.
Yes.
Even if I wrap a gift, I'll use flowers, like with the bow or the ribbon.
Remember the rose kebab?
Right.
Oh, yeah, you did tell about the rose kebabs that you made.
I do strawberries, pineapples, mangoes, and I use the rose as a skewer.
That's a beautiful thing.
And people love it because they get to keep the flower after they've eaten the fruit off of it.
The actual rose is the skewer with the flower blooming at the end.
And I do the same things with shrimp. I do a jerk shrimp on roses.
That's a beautiful idea.
And that's beautiful. And all these things, they add something to your party, and it doesn't cost a lot.
No. That's a great idea. Talk about desserts. How do you make your desserts wow at home?
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm not a baker. I
Okay.
don't like to bake too much, but I have one of my things that people love is pecan shorties.
Oh, yes.
It takes
They're
about
very
2
good.
minutes to make in the
They're really
microwave,
good.
and I put them right in the broiler, and they're done.
You buy the phyllo dough. And
Exactly. I buy the phyllo cups, and I use pecans and a little sugar and vanilla. And I'm giving my recipe away. I never do this. And I microwave it with the pecans together, fill the cups, they go into the broiler for about 2 minutes, and they're done.
They're very delicious.
And they set just like candy, and they're very easy to use.
Okay, so back to decorating for because it's August into September. There are a lot of September brides, and if you're getting married big and formal, then you already have your place. And we're not talking to you for this one, but we're talking to people who just want to have a simple reception over at the house.
Well, what I wanted to do, if I may just suggest something, there's a lot of women, and I feel so badly because I do parties for people of all different budgets. I wanted to do something where your average working woman, let's say, that has children but she's getting married now, I wanted to maybe do something that you can win a wedding planner. I'll be the wedding planner. I'll be willing to do that just to show people that it's so easy. That you can really do it if you're under budget.
Wow.
I can show a bride how to do it the right way. So that's just
Well, what if the person wins and they're in South Carolina?
Well, we'll have to just use New Yorkers. But if I have to travel, I would. If the story is right, if it's somebody that really deserves a really nice wedding, I'd
Wow.
love to offer my services.
Well, can they email you at
Sure.
caterbyshawnee.com?
Cater by Shawnee at AOL.
At AOL.com. Now, Shawnee has done things. Tell some of your clients that we know.
I've done stuff for Chris Rock's wife, Miss Malak Rock. I'm doing something for Essence right now, Essence Magazine. They're very good. Susan Taylor is the best. Meeting her was just fabulous. And Hillary Clinton, I've done a food basket like I did for you. I did something like that for her. And I also do the regular Harlem organizations that are struggling.
Right.
I try to make their events as beautiful as they can be, so they can get funding and
How do
things
you
like
how
that.
do you turn out a baby shower? Like what are some great, as opposed to those colored almonds in the netting?
I'm so tired
Give
of
me a
those.
break.
I mean, I'm really tired of those.
Give me a break.
But I will say, I just had a baby 9 months ago. He's 9 months.
Congratulations.
And I planned my baby shower, and everybody was upset. You shouldn't be doing it. And I'm like, this is what I do, so I'm going to do it for myself.
Did you wear the big hat?
Absolutely
I
not.
hate that. Oh, good. Okay.
No,
good.
I did not.
I hate the hat.
And what I did is I have a brownstone, and I turned the brownstone, the parlor floors, into a crib.
Okay.
I covered the walls with fabric, and I used tulle on the ceiling, and I had mobile items hanging down, like little baby baseball hats, baby bottles, baby rattles.
Oh.
So when you walked in, you felt like you were in a crib.
Oh.
Everybody received a lit up pacifier when they walked through the door.
Oh.
I had a blue drink, a signature drink. That's also when you're trying to cut down on costs. If you have one drink, it's much easier than trying to stock a full bar.
Okay.
That also works when
Now,
you're on
what
a
was
budget.
the blue drink? What, blue hypnotic?
Yeah, hypnotic,
Hypnotic,
exactly.
okay.
So everybody got that.
For a boy. you
Right.
had.
And the favor was I had my sonogram pressed onto a T-shirt. So it had the day of the event.
But how much was that expensive?
I found the T-shirts at the 99-cent store.
Shut up.
99 cents. And then I found a local printer, who did it for nothing. It didn't cost me anything. I think if I had gone with the almonds and everything else, it probably would have been almost, if not more expensive.
I love that idea. The sonogram on a T-shirt from the 99-cent store.
Right. And my invitation
Yes.
was a onesie. Those also
I
99
love
cents.
that. Oh my gosh. That's bomb worthy, Goose. Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And the thank you notes for baby bips. It was
Love
very
it.
cute. Very cute.
Love it.
Thank you.
How much do you think you spent? Now, I know you're the planner and you probably didn't have a big budget, but how much do you think you spent?
I spent on the invitations and those type of things.
Yes.
Maybe $800. But I had a lot of people.
Oh, how many people did you invite?
About 200.
Oh, please. You've
It
had a
was very
baby like
huge.
you're getting married.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing a baby shower for somebody over at CNN?
Yes, I am. It's a fantasy baby shower.
What does that mean? The fantasy's over. You're about to have a baby. You should have thought about that. That's how you got pregnant.
No, she's a stylist to the stars, and she's doing a baby shower. She's bringing all the editors in, and Bugaboo's going to be there. Different vendors are going to be there showing off their stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have a table with baby food themes. Like I'm going to have people eating out of baby food jars.
Oh, wow.
Like a gelatin or something like that, and it's very exciting.
So that's not a regular people's baby shower.
No, this is for Martha Stewart. O Magazine is going to be there.
Oh, wow. Fabulous.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
What are some ways that you can add romance to your bedroom? Can you talk to us about decorating that, or am I reaching now?
No. I just did. I did something for someone. I think it was last Valentine's Day, and I must have cut up like 500 roses. She threw petals everywhere. There was petals all over her house, basically. And I have a service called Dinner at Your Door, where I did a very sexy meal for them.
Wow.
Very affordable.
Okay.
And I provided, and this is a high school person I got that was their butler for the evening. So you don't have people all in your business. You just served them and did it real nice for them.
Yeah.
And they had a apple pie martini, which is a very sexy dessert that I've created, which is actually apple pie in a martini glass.
Oh.
And it has whipped cream and ice cream.
You know, I read that. That is a good way of, like, making something as simple as peanuts even look exciting. You serve things out of a martini glass. I read that before, and I can't even think of where I got that idea.
Martini glasses, shot glasses work.
Well, how long have you been in business?
I'm going into my 5th year.
And business must be good.
It's good. It's good because I enjoy it.
Tell me, how did you get your star list clientele for people who are trying to start their own businesses, whether it be event styling and catering, which you do, or whatever it is, makeup artists and stuff. How do you get up with the celebrities like that?
It really is word of mouth. I work really, really hard at Magic Johnson Theaters. They gave me a chance. Like, I do most of their catering, and when you go to these events, they usually invite some celebrities.
Right.
And Chris Rock's event, his Balak's event, my hairstylist does her hair.
Wow.
So it's just like different people you meet. I've just been lucky. I've been blessed because I really have a passion for what I do, and I think people see it.
It sounds like the jump off was the Magic Johnson event for you.
No, the jump off was you having my food a week ago.
Really?
You were the jump off.
Well,
I've been wanting
you,
to
Shawnee.
meet you forever.
Well, thank you, Shawnee. And your food was delicious.
And I knew you would appreciate it because it's like diva style.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It's a beautiful. The baskets that you use. Now, tell me something about the baskets. We only have a minute left. Baskets are a great way to serve food, but are they expensive?
Value City, $4.99. There's a way to do it and still make it look elegant and classy because I don't have big budgets. I don't have the money. But it's just that I shop, I look, I search, I take my time, and it works out.
All right, everybody, that wasn't exactly sticking with the wedding theme, but I do like the overall, we jump from topic to topic. I like what you have to say. I like you, Shawnee, and I like your food and your presentation and the use of flowers and stuff. Her business is called Cater by Shawnee, and you can go to them at Cater by Shawnee at AOL.com, SHAWNEE, and she's an event stylist and caterer. And listen, even if you don't use her, you're on the path to being able to do it yourself and make it fabulous. I love the baby shower idea.
Thank you so much.
Is there drug use at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. Don't ask me like I'm a child because I'm not a child, Wendy.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience here on 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and Classic Soul. That's Shawnee. She's a real talented woman. Shout out to Harlem Hottie. Harlem Hottie, I just got your facts, but Harlem Hottie wanted me to ask Shawnee what you can do to cover up old school folding chairs, the iron ones, for an event. Well, Harlem Hottie, I can tell you that. With some tulle. Tulle, like netting, the flimsy netting. It's real cheap to buy, and you can, and not only that, but with tulle, you can tie it in a knot on the back and make it look like tulle. To me is a great tool for disguising those chairs. Or you can get some inexpensive fabric and just lay the fabric over it, like you would lay out a bed sheet to dry. Just lay out, Anyway. I'm not an event planner, but Harlem Hottie, she already left. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to ask. Shout out to the Bronx. Hey. This Friday is August 19th, and at 12 noon, you can check out the WBLS van and the Pepsi and One tour people over at KFC, which is at 375 East 149th Street in the Bronx. That's Friday at 12 noon. They're going to have some goodies and whatnot. WBLS is also presenting Circle of Sisters. It's an expo uniting today's women of color. It's October 1st and 2nd at the Jacob Javits Center. This is a WBLS event, and it's going to be big. Tickets are on sale now for the Circle of Sisters. You can call Ticketmaster, or you can go to Ticketmaster online or Ticketmaster.com, or you can charge by phone. It's the Circle of Sisters event at the Jacob Javits Center, October 1st and 2nd. And you can call 212 for Ticketmaster, 307-7171. Circle of Sisters. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, the Laugh Factory is the place to be tonight. Doors open up at 8 o'clock, 42nd Street and 8th Avenue, because it's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. We always have fun there. You know what else is coming up? You guys, please don't let this event come and go. If you've never been to the Football Classic at Giant Stadium, you don't know what you're missing. It is a terrific event. You know, what do you got your man and a few kids? It's a great family event. What do you got? You and all your boys, fellas? It's a great event. Girls, you and your all-girl crew? It's a great event. What are you, 55? Or you 25? Or 21 or 22. It's a great event. It is what are you, a real old timer? What are you, in your 70s or 80s? It's a great event because there's tailgate barbecuing in the parking lot. Maybe you don't even understand or care about football like me. Maybe all you want to do is style and profile. Put on something nice. Make sure that your shoes are comfortable. And tailgate all day. Or go inside and prance. Listen, this is an event for everybody. It's called the New York Urban League's 35th Annual Football Classic. It's Hampton University versus Morgan State at Giant Stadium with a spectacular halftime show featuring the Brooklyn Steppers Marching Band. Okay, now you need the date. Saturday, October 24th. Are you game? Good. They call it one of the largest tailgating parties in the East. So I got to tell you something. And you have to have a ticket to get into the parking lot. Don't think that because you're not going into the game, but you're going to be in the parking lot, that you get in free. Nope, doesn't work like that. But it's worth it. And a portion of the proceeds benefits the Whitney Young Jr. Memorial Scholarship Fund and Education Program. So you're doing good. And you didn't even realize it, did you? Now do you want to go? I'm going to give you Ticketmaster's telephone number. Saturday, September 24th, 212-307-7171. I've been to this classic game a number of times, more times than I can even remember. Fun every time. The law firm that we use, I think of it as my law firm, Hunt, Hamlin and Ridley over in Newark, they get a box every year. And so it's always like I've been there to tailgate and I've been there to prance, but I've also been there to be in the box. And I've had a good time every time I've gone to this game. It's just fun. I've been there as a married woman and I've gone as a single woman on the prowl. I've had fun every time I've gone to this game. Understand what I'm saying? Read between the lines. You must go. 212-307-7171. September 24th. It's a Saturday. Be there. That's all. You would think I'm getting money for this, right? No. But I just know, it's advice hour and a lot of people's like, how do I meet? Where do I go? What do I do? Here it is. It's laid out before you. Saturday, September 24th. 212, call for tickets. 307-7171. I'm exhausted just trying to get you to go to this game. I need to take a break, drink some water, and we'll be back with the remainder of Advice Hour. Now, Shawnee is gone, but listen to what we're going to talk about. 10 things every single girl must own. Fellas, 10 things every single man must own. We're not talking about boys. We're talking about men. What you must own. So keep it here, okay? Because Advice Hour continues next on the Wendy Williams Experience right here on 107.5 WBLS. All right, now, it's Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. And if you just turned on your radio, well, dear Wendy. Oh, this just came in from somebody in the 813. What's the 813 area code? What is that area code? What, damn, I don't know. Anyway, dear Wendy, all over the radio here. It's in Tampa, Florida. They're talking about an affair between... I'll just tell you this. An actor who he and his wife are getting divorced. And I've talked to you about that said actor wants me to shut up by way of legal papers, but everybody else is talking. Is there any validity to this? Wendy, you've always got the heat. Let us know. Well, Miss Honey, I'll just say this. You don't send legal papers unless where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
How you doing?
All right. Anyway, okay. 10 things every single girl must know. Are you a single woman? Okay, this is for you. It's 10 things. I forgot where I got this. I got a whole file of great stuff for the show. Number 1, a fabulous photo of yourself. I agree. Number 2, a pretty pair of heels. Or 2 pretty pair. 1 for day and 1 for night. Or just 2 pretty pair, period. Number 3, a good hip-hop CD. I agree. And I don't care whether you're 25 or 45. You need that in your life. You need that in your life. You might not want to go as hard as Young Jeezy, although that's my pick hit. Maybe you want to, be a little softer and, get Outcast instead, which is hip-hop, R&B. At 45, a woman at 45 might consider that, she's hip-hopping. So, okay. A great pickup line. Well, I don't know about pickup lines, but I like this part of it. The second part to the great pickup line is a way to blow off pickup lines. Yes, a great line to blow off pickup lines. Here's my favorite one. Do I know you? And I usually do it with a furl of my eyebrows, but my Botox is on fire. It is sticking so hard. I mean, that Dr. Janine, she's just got the wicked Botox needle. Look, girls. Do I know you? You can't even see expression, right? But I love that because do I know you? That works for everything. Do I know you? And screw up your face a bit. Here's another. All right, this is a list of 10 things that every single girl must own. Number 5. Open the door. Quick. Open the door. Art's carrying on with the Hennessy talking. Shh. Turn off the microphone. Excuse me. Arthur.
Yes.
Are you fighting out there in the hall?
Yes.
And walking around with an empty bottle of Hennessy.
I'm trying to ask her to do a promo. She ain't nowhere to be found. She's drinking green tea lattes from Starbucks.
Why does Art have on a heavyweight championship belt around his waist with that big gaudy buckle? What the hell is going on? The drinking game for a birthday is you have to have a healthy shot every half hour. Why is the bottle almost done and we are only an hour and 45 minutes into the show? Wow. All right, number 5, ladies, a 6-pack of good bottled beer. Oh, yeah. You got to have that. The reason why is because men like beer. They like a nice beer, lager-esque type thing, and so just have it there even if it sits for 3 years. Number 6, bathroom reading. See, I don't want everybody sitting in the bathroom like that, You don't come and luxuriate. For the first 3 dates, take that dump where? Out there. Don't even dump in my house. Number 7, every single woman must have a business card. Sure. Whether you work for yourself, even if you're tragically single and you're out of work, make up a business card just so that you can just pass it as opposed to all that writing down. Number 8, well, they say earplugs for, when he's snoring grizzly. All right, whatever. Number 9, a straight male friend on your speed dial. That's what every single woman must have. Number 10, a condom. Well, I've got number 11. Because behind every fabulous single woman, there is a gay man. So you need that gay go-to boyfriend. That's the one that has his gaydar up on that new man that you like, and you're just wondering. Not that he's always correct either, because I find a lot of gay men just love every man to be gay, and so they'll fill your head with all kind of crap. How you doing? Shout out. You know who you are.
How you doing?
Let's talk about single men. Come on, men. Come closer. Closer, darling. 10 things every single man must own. A top-notch coffee or espresso maker. I don't know about that. How you doing? First of all, we're already off the wrong tip with this list. Number 2 on the list, a lamp in your bedroom. As opposed to what? I don't know. I don't like the men's. A Swiffer sweeper. Oh, yeah, man. Try to keep it clean. The Swifters, they work so well. That's for you, a Swiffer, not for the girl to come over and Swift. Number 4, a comfortable couch. How about a clean couch? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. A clean, not a functified couch. Oh, here's a big one. Nice underwear. Nice underwear. Mm-hmm. Number 6, men, a key ring that can fix, cut, and open anything. Yes, you know what? Yes, man. Yes, we love that. Number 7, a good pair of jeans. Now, they put a price tag on it in this article, and I'm going to put a price tag too. $150 and better. A good pair of jeans. Number 8, a good pair of dress shoes. In this article, they put a price tag on that. $200 and better. We're not talking about boys. This is what every single man must own. I go with that. Oh, gosh, this is a good one right here. Number 9, 300 count and better sheets. Yes, men. Nobody wants to be scratched. And number 10, men, cooking skills, or at least the joy of cooking, where you know how to make a couple of things from the book. Yeah, I agree. So there you have it. And condoms, number 11. All right, so there you have it, everybody. 10 things that every single woman must own, and 10 things every single man must own. And I get these things, they're already made up. Feel free to blow them off, add to them, subtract from them, or whatever. It's entertainment, and somewhere in there might be a morsel of something, that we can apply to our real lives. Now, let's get back to talking about the celebrities. Coming up next hour, we're going to talk about Paula Abdul freaking out, Angelina Jolie and her biggest fear with Brad Pitt. Go figure. We'll also talk about Mace going G-Unit. We'll talk about Coretta Scott King, Jessica Simpson, more on Mary J. Blige, Kathy Lee Gifford. I'll redo the blind item. You guys want to weigh in. There's been a lot of weigh-ins. Melinda Williams' name has been kicked around for the blind item, but the biggest name, the most popular name, is Lisa Ray. Ooh. All right, you guys, keep it where you got it, and the phone lines are open. It's 866-GET-WENDY. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Thanks.
It's Wendy, man.
You had a caller call in once and ask, how do you not get crack lip when you chiefing?
Yes.
Tell them to roll a filter up in their stuff, and they'll be all right.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow. You're welcome.
They thank you.
The Wendy will. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
My mom and dad are both 2 and 3 shades lighter than me and all of my siblings. See, white people don't have to go through this shade thing. You know what I'm saying? We as black people, there's so much based on shade, including that ain't your baby. He don't got your hair. He don't got your color. His nose too big.
I got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
So, I stopped by one of my favorite places to get hair for, doing stuff. Lugo's. Shout out to the Lugo family. What's up, Beverly? How you doing? Anyway, and I did that on, I think either Thursday or Friday of last week. Get some ponytail hair and stuff. And they got the hair together, put it on the weft. Like, I just went and paid for it and, picked out the colors. I sent one of the interns over to pick up Miss Wendy a bag of hair from Lugo's. It's all ready to go, right? So the intern comes back, and she's got the hair. And in the bag, there's a note. And the note says, "Hey, Wendy, heard you stopped by. Sorry I missed you. I'm sure we will see each other some other time. Just wanted to say thanks for all the love and support." It's from Julissa from BET. Thank you, Julissa. I mean, I do what I can, but don't get comfortable with it. Because the second I hear something, got to talk about it and tell it. Thank you, though, Jalissa, for the note. It was wrapped around my 24-inch number 2. Little John, everybody, is really tough talking still about TVT records. He's putting them on blast. Now, you know, Little John is apparently, wait. Art. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling real nice. Thank you so much, Miss Williams. Give her a hand clap. Come on, Goose. Come on. Pick it up. Thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Huh?
I didn't do anything.
You allowed me to do what I have to do.
All right, you understand then the essence of my birthday gift. Oh,
yes,
good. Okay,
yes,
see?
Yes.
You got the gift. I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't get you anything.
So everybody, como te sientes? It's Dominican for how you doing?
Oh.
Como te sientes?
Ooh.
How you doing, Miss Wendy? How you doing?
Where are you going?
I'm working on your promo for your show.
Where's the Hennessy?
It's gone.
Oh, my gosh. That was a big bottle.
That would be number 40, Goose. Number 40.
He's telling Goose. Oh, that's good. Okay, all right. Goose is learning buttons. Hollywood's not here. Art is walking around drunk. It's his birthday. We always have a stock bar in the office. Anyway, back to Little John. TVT are some bitches. In case y'all don't know, I'm never recording another album for TVT again. I don't give an F with the owners. Somebody named Steve Gollop. He don't know how to pay people and take care of people that help him take his label to another level. You've got to take care of people that help you make money and basically made your company and made other artists want to come to your label. I've had record sales totaling, this is Little John's quote in case you're trying to figure it out. I've had record sales totaling probably like 10 million and I ain't seen no money from the label. What? None at all. Zip zero. Show money and production is how I get paid. John also added that he plans to file a lawsuit against this guy who owns the label, is Steve. This is what he says. People hide things, claim that there's a reason why you ain't getting money, but it's bull. Wow. John also addressed the rumors of having beef with Usher, which incited the song, which was cited why the Lovers and Friends video never came out. You know, they had the song, but there was never a video. That was the label again. When you got a song with 3 superstars, remember Ludacris was on it too. With 3 superstars from 3 different labels, everybody wants the best of the artist. The situation just never got worked out. Damn. Well, between all you fellas' money, you could have probably made a video and then at the end given the middle finger up to whoever it applied to. I wouldn't have taken it as nothing. I would have assumed, me and John are cool. He must be talking about Steve Gollop or whoever. That's a damn shame. So Little John got TLC'd. Yeah. That's still going on. TLC got TLC'd 10 years ago. Is that still going on now? Yup. Sidebar, girls. It's nice to see that it's going on with men and a man. Because black or white, this is not even a skin thing. I'm talking about us as a sex. People constantly think they can TLC us as women. And they ran that game on Little John. Apparently it worked, but Little John's going to sue. So we'll see what happens. I'll be following it. Being Bobby Brown. Love it. Inside Edition's in the other room, and they came to get my opinion on Being Bobby Brown. Doesn't everybody have the same opinion about that show, Being Bobby Brown? I love it. First of all, here's the thing about Being Bobby Brown. I had no idea that Whitney Houston was going to be such a part of the show. I thought out of a 30-minute show, we would see Whitney for 3 minutes every other show. Yeah. Here's another thing that I found out about that show I didn't realize. Bobby and Whitney have final approval of what we see. So Whitney's still out there in that zone, y'all, because I know nobody in their right mind would let all that disparaging footage out. You know what I mean? She must go to the edit meetings all... You know what I'm saying? All hells to the yes. Use that. Use that. You know? Here's my question to you all, though. Do you want to see a second season of that? Yes. Or do we like to just save that morsel?
No.
Second season?
Second season. Just one more.
Just one more.
Just one more. Yeah. Can't take that.
You know what show I want to see? Being Christina Brown.
Oh, Lord.
Now that's the show. Being Bobby Chrissy Brown. But I like that show a whole lot. I think Bravo, whoever passed up on that show, and there were a lot of different entities that passed up on it because Bobby Brown was asking for too much money. Well, you know what? Bravo is laughing at all of you right now because that show has single-handedly turned Bravo around because Queer Eye fell off a long time ago. Plus, Queer Eye only had a particular audience that was interested in watching, and apparently that audience... I'm a part of that audience, and I was there for a minute, like 3 episodes, and then I faded to black, and I hadn't been back to Bravo since then, unless in the Actors Studio has somebody interesting on, like Jennifer Lopez or something like that. And I don't go back to the channel. All of a sudden, Bravo's got Being Bobby Brown, which forces me to see the commercials for Being Kathy Griffin, and I like her, and all of a sudden, I'm watching Being Bobby Brown, I'm watching Being Kathy Griffin, I'm watching Bravo and what they're going to do next. So the laugh is on the other cable channels, because Bravo is that ish. For now. See how one show could just turn a channel around? Damn. And I was talking, my big sister and I, we were having this conversation yesterday. I was like, do you think that Bobby, if you have to pick which one's the better parent, do you think that Bobby's the better parent? Yeah. We both agreed, yep. And I've talked to you guys about it too. Bobby just has, for what it's worth, he just seems warmer and genuine. Yeah. Whitney almost seems, and I hate to say this about any mother because it's only what I see on TV, and that's not really real, even though the show seems real. It almost seems like Bobby Chris was like a prop baby or something like that, a prop child to solidify their relationship, and that Bobby Chris and her well-being is kind of put on the back burner in Whitney's mind, while Whitney just goes, like, she just doesn't seem like... She doesn't seem like doty and motherly, and no, I don't expect her to be baking cookies, but hell, I don't see, a lot of the mothers baking cookies, but you know what I'm saying. Mothers, I'm talking to you then if nobody else understands. You know what I mean? And Bobby, for all his antics and all his whatever alleged cheating, all the other kids, all the get high, all the, alleged backhands across the, whatever, through it all, he seems like the better parent. It's a sad day, y'all. Did you hear what we just said? Nicole, does Bobby seem like the better parent?
Yes, to me he does.
Goose, is Nicole's microphone on?
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Every time the door opens, you have to turn on a microphone because anything could pop up.
Oh.
Right.
But yes, I think Bobby's the better parent. I do.
Yeah.
From what we've seen, the way they cut and paste, I think that Bobby looks like the better parent. It's more tentative.
And Whitney's a part of the cutting and pasting sessions.
Right, exactly.
See, she could have at least cut and pasted it like, oh, no, hell's to the no. I didn't realize I looked like that on the camera, or, my behavior came off like that. Oh, my gosh, look at me and Auntie Sherelle, and I'm all wined and jawed and looking like I just came back from Peru. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, do you remember the episode where Bobby was looking for Whitney and she said she was at the bank? And then he's, chasing, that's that unreliable get down behavior. I remember it well. That's that unreliable get down behavior, all unreliable and getting down. And Auntie Sherelle, while she wanted a piece of the limelight, you notice how low that baseball cap was pulled. like she wanted to be there, but she didn't want to be shown. I like the show, though. I don't know that I can deal with another season of it. Only for the purpose of them as human beings. I'm trying not to be a selfish television watcher. Yeah, Inside Edition can come in now. Oh, yes. No, this is their shot. Yeah. Are they taping this for the radio?
No, they're doing this. They want to come in to get the B-roll, and here you're talking about Bobby.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me take off my sweat jacket then and reveal my tube top. One thing I hate about the tube tops, because you do a lot of tugging on them, and when you tug a little harder on one side than the other, all of a sudden you got one boob that's looking right at everybody and one that's pointing down on the ground. The boop boop on the... oh, gosh, you guys have to mic up and everything? Oh. My Bobby Brown talk is over, so... Yes, Inside Edition. I love the FaceTime. This is my camera. Oh, that was Nicole. Nicole, you were supposed to say something. Doing all my Bobby Brown talk. All right, check 1, 2. Is the mic on? How you doing? All right.
I'm just going to put this right here, all right?
All right, yeah, just sit on the back of the chair. Anyway, so this is what I was thinking about being Bobby Brown. I was, in concluding... I love the show. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
To see another season of it, I would be wanting to see another season purely as a selfish television watcher. Not giving a damn about Bobby, Whitney, Bobby Chris, or the structure of what is supposed to be a pop princess's little empire. Her family. Purely selfishly, I would love to see another season. But Whitney's been dragged through the coals so much, I can't believe I'm softening up for this. I don't want to see it because that image that they're putting out there is just, that doesn't need to be seen again. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't need to be seen again. Whitney looks high as I don't know what, 90% of the time. All right, you're missing this, I'm not going to repeat. Whitney looks high 90% of the time on the show. I'll just say that. Bobby... ironically comes off as high equal, if not maybe 2 or 3% less.
Yeah, actually he does.
Because he's busy working. He's trying to put his album together, you know what I mean? So at least he knows, to leave the stash to get to work. Except that one snafu. That fateful day he did that Ja Rule video. Ja, please. He was a mess on that video shoot. But you know what? I don't want to see another season of Being Bobby Brown because I think it's an embarrassment to that whole family. And I think that, their daughter, those are some formidable years there, that 12, 13-year-old range. And you can only imagine, what kind of therapy that child is going to need now and forever. But as a selfish television watcher, I would love it. But in my heart of hearts, I don't want to see another season. I mean, case closed, people, right? We've seen all we need to see. We can imagine the rest. They don't need to show us everything. We got the picture. Tragic. Mon Dieu. Fire. Ow. Mm-hmm. A mess. All right, you all. Uh-oh, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. Don't ask me like I'm a child, because I'm not a child, Wendy.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Stop, fly. 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and classic soul in the Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody, IKEA in Paramus. That is the place to be on Friday at 2 p.m. with Mark Jordan. You can pick up the 2006 IKEA catalog, find hundreds of new items, and it's all going down once again on Friday the 19th, IKEA Paramus, with your radio station, WBLS.
This is
Yeah, what up, y'all? This your boy, Young Lloyd, man. Newest, youngest member of the IAC family. In the words of Black Child, slow motion is better than no motion. But how you doing?
This is
The Wendy Williams Experience on the radio, everybody. Jessica Simpson's coming out with a line of, are you ready for this, plus size jeans? Why is she even bothering? Woman, please. Really? She's what, a size 0? A big old bone she is. One big bone. Well, shout out to all the big girls. And I'm talking about girls who, in your jeans, you wear a size 12 to size 32, and I'm talking about women's sizes, because guess what? These jeans are going to be available at 500 Avenue stores. The Ave, which is like Lane Bryant. I like the Ave better. Nationwide. It's not just jeans, it's other stuff for you all also. So, and this is Jessica. Yeah, you heard me. Jessica Simpson. Gagging. Art, please, can you please watch the levels?
Sorry.
Coretta Scott King, everyone. The wife of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, the icon, was taken to the hospital in Georgia. They say that she's still resting. You know, she's 78 years old, and this all happened yesterday, early in the morning. She's at Piedmont Hospital, they say, and she was admitted back in April for a heart condition at that same hospital. So here's the quote from the hospital source. She's here at the local hospital. We cannot confirm whether or not she's been... Wait. She's here at the hospital, but we cannot confirm whether or not... What is the matter with you?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. It was in B.
Whatever. They can't confirm or not whether she's been admitted. I guess because for legal purposes, that's not legal. But the source added she's here and she's resting comfortably, so I guess they confirmed it.
That's good.
It's unclear as to why Mrs. King is in the hospital. But, we wish you a speedy recovery. Coretta Scott King, she's 78 years old. Always so sophisticated and distinguished, right? Well, I want to shout out to Dexter Luther King. You's fine.
Is that the fat one?
Well, wait a minute. There's one of them. Now, I'm talking... I don't know, Dexter. All I know is Dexter.
I think that's the heavy one, dude. The congressman.
They're both heavy.
No, one of them is standing. He's like, the junior, the third or whatever.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just fall back and enjoy your birthday, Art. Really.
No, but I had something on Dexter.
Well, what do you have on him? Is there an appropriate button over there? Oh, what?
How you doing?
Let me move right on.
Why don't you bring your microphone over and focus on the show and share the story? I realize it's your birthday, and if you were really doing the thing, you would have had Go Shorty. It's your birthday. You want to party like it's your birthday.
Oh yeah, but there's rules. So.
Well, we could have broken the rules. We're talking in a talk break.
There you go.
What goes on outside of the talk break is beyond my control. But what goes on in the talk break, it's me done.
There you go.
Look, don't write me a note about Dexter Luther King. Talk it.
No. I mean, something I heard. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. I've heard that too, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't say I want him. I just said he's nice looking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your face is beat today. You're glowing today. You're happy about something. You're glowing today.
No, Art. It's just a regular day.
No,
apparently,
you're happy because your son is back and you're glowing.
Well, I am. He celebrates his birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
Have you noticed that we've been talking with no music bed for the past 2 minutes? You just let everything run out. It's so stupid.
Sorry.
It's okay. Music beds aren't germane to the show. All right, so people are trying to guess this blind item. But before I get into that, can I just tell you something? Kathy Lee Gifford will join Pat O'Brien talking about showbiz gossip on The Insider. She's going to be a special correspondent, and that begins on September 12th. They say she's going to appear at least 2 days a week to cover celebrity interviews and do Broadway stuff. So I guess she's going to be like the New York correspondent. I am so through with hearing this. How are you going to get a reasonable interview with Kathy Lee? She's a celebrity herself. She doesn't care. What does this mean? Is she doing what Ananda does? I haven't seen that show in so long. Is Ananda still on the show? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. All right, let's talk about the blind item. Can I just tell you, 80% of everybody is guessing that it's Diamond. What's her name? Lisa Ray.
That's what I was saying.
That's what you were saying too?
Yeah.
Well, I'll read the blind item, and I can tell you the names that have been tossed around. Nia Long has gotten a few votes. Lisa Ray's gotten the majority. Somebody said Vivica Fox, but clearly that person didn't hear me say it's a single mother in Hollywood. Vivica Fox doesn't have children. I'm stalling right now while here's another one, Lisa Ray. Here's one, single C-list mom, huh, Wendy? That's Melinda Williams from Soul Food.
Ooh.
She's not even C-list.
Here we go.
I mean, is Melinda Williams C-list?
She might be like D-list.
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
Seemingly a very nice woman, but is she even on the list? And there's nothing wrong with being where she is, whatever that station is, but it's just that Melinda Williams. I walked by her one day at the airport. I didn't even know who she was. My husband said, there's Melinda Williams and her son. She waved at you. I thought she was a listener.
What you do?
I waved and kept going. And then he said, no, that's, she's from Soul Food.
Yeah.
And so I went back and I apologized. I said, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. You lost a lot of weight. That's what I say to people when I act like I don't, it makes them feel good. It makes them, like that. Oh my gosh, you lost so much weight. What are you doing? Then I wanted to lay in the cut and see who she was waiting for to get off the plane. But I didn't. It was Long Beach Airport, JetBlue. If you've ever flown out to Long Beach Airport, that is not a place to dwell and wait for anybody. Yeah. Anything could go down at that rickety airport. Uh-oh. I'm trying to stall to look for the damn blind item, okay? I'm not going to read it to you, okay? Instead, I'm just going to zhuzh over it. I remember in my mind. What C-list black actress, known by black people, but not by white people, has made it a habit of bad-mouthing other actresses up for the same role, saying things like, you might not want to hire her. She's got a crack problem and she's unreliable. Or you might not want to hire her to supplement her income. She, turns tricks. This C-list actress, it's worked a couple of times for her. She's also, the big hint is that she's also a single mother. That's it. So Lisa Ray's name has come up continuously, but I think that the reason why her name has come up is because people mistake her scowl for being just a mean bitch. You know what I mean? But it's like a mistake. Like, she's a friend of the show. She's so nice. Hold on. I'll talk to you more about it. Keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God. Wendy.
Hey, what's up? This is Sierra, and right now you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. So keep it locked right here and don't go nowhere.
Step 2.
I have one thing to say. You better work.
All right. Oh. Which leads me into my story about RuPaul. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. So RuPaul has got the Rupaul Doll. Attention to Elisa Payne in the pink room. Elisa, our celebrity booker for the show. Elisa, we've got to book RuPaul. And most importantly, I want all 3 of the RuPaul dolls. Yes. Apparently on August 4th, there was a party. I'm a little upset that I wasn't invited or that we didn't know about it to crash, because I definitely would have gone. The thing is that RuPaul showed up at the launch party for his dolls, not in RuPaul makeup, but he showed up as his alter ego. Excuse me, as his real person, which is he's Andre Charles in real life. So that's a disappointment. Like, why? Anyway, RuPaul, as we know, bills himself as the first transvestite to take it there. Remember, she used to have her show on VH1. She was accepted by everybody, black, white, gay, straight, transgender, transsexual, everybody. And so now we have the first ever transvestite fashion doll. It's definitely going to be a collector's piece. $59.99. Even if I didn't get sent one, I would go out and buy, one. but there are 3 of them in the collection. Apparently, the Rupaul Doll is the brainchild of a non-traditional toy company. Their name is Two Ships That Pass. Maybe this is a typo. Maybe it's supposed to be Two Ships That Pass. Anyway, and the inspiration came from the Cher doll. They wanted a doll that would be fun. They wanted a celebrity that would be instantly recognizable, yet not overexposed. That's where they found RuPaul. They also wanted somebody who didn't follow the current teen pop star reality trend type thing, and they wanted an image that would shake things up. Well, while RuPaul's reign is over, it seems to this doll seem about a decade late.
She's a cult figure, though.
But she's a cult figure, and so it's not late to me. I was just wondering whether I was the only one feeling this way. Like, I'm excited about the RuPaul doll. And guess what? There's going to be a whole RuPaul brand going on, according to this company. There's going to be RuPaul greeting cards, RuPaul wrapping paper, and RuPaul gift bags. I think it's fabulous. I want everything RuPaul from this collection. The dolls, there are 3 dolls in the collection, and they're showing her in different stages of whatever. Good. Yeah, I want one. I wouldn't even unwrap it. Turn this up. What, bro? Shantae.
How you doing? How you doing? Ow. Good. How you doing? I'm gay. I'm a homo. I like guys.
Today is Artie's birthday. Oh, they're checking out your savoir-faire.
You better work with me.
It don't matter what you do. Ooh. Why? Because everything looks good on you. I want this to be my theme song at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Okay, can we bring this CD tonight?
Of course.
And then dub it and leave it there?
Yes.
All right, no more sucker MC when I come on stage.
Got you.
All right.
Where you wanted to start from, though?
I got one thing to say. You better work, bitch.
Like
At which time I'll put the first heel on the stage, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Shantae, sashay. Paula Abdul is scared that she's going to lose her American Idol job now that she's bailed out of that. There was supposed to be a spinoff series for her, Shall We Dance? Or You Can Dance, or whatever that dance show is that I never watch. So she's freaking out. Ugh, another reason to pop a pill, eh, Paula?
Oh.
Luther Vandross tribute CD will be out on September 20th. It's going to celebrate the music of the icon, the legend, the master, the man with the velvet vocals. Alicia Keys is going to be on it, Celine Dion, Fantasia, and Usher. It sounds really nice. Yes, this sounds really, really nice. I'm glad. Other artists on it include Jamie Foxx, Donna Summer, John Legend, and Babyface. If you want to know what Donna Summer's going to be doing, she's going to be doing Power of Love. Mm-hmm. Your Love. Mary J. Blige on the cover of the new Essence magazine. Looking fabulous. Don't you think she looks fabulous?
Always.
I like her without the contacts, though.
Natural.
Better. Only because, like, her hair is really blonde and really weavy. Mm-hmm. And so that's enough fakery. You know. Like, you got the hair, the boobs.
She's maturing very well.
Yes, she is. You look good, Mare. You look good. Hey, Kendo. Your Love. Boy, I'm going to tell you something right now. The murder charges against Cassidy were lowered yesterday in court. You know, the charges against Cassidy were dropped from first-degree murder to third-degree murder stemming from that shooting in Philly. You know, he's only 20-something himself. He's like 21, 22, Cassidy. And right now he's charged with murdering a 22-year-old man by the name of Desmond Hawkins and wounding Daniel Irvin and Bobby Hoyle following a dispute. So third degree, first degree, murder is murder. Yeah. I mean, to the lay people. Bianca's leaving the show.
Oh.
Yeah, queen of all interns after Taryn. She's only been the reigning queen now for about 2 months.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to be going to law school here in New York and staying with the show and being our, legal eagle. She's going into entertainment law rather. So she's our legal eagle and our queen of all interns while she'd be going to law school. Except today she announced that she's going to be going to North Carolina, Chapel Hill, right? Yeah. Where your money can go further and you got more scholarship money or something like that.
No, it's just a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper to go there. And so she is going to be, your last day is like one of these days next week? Tuesday. Not even a week from now.
No, not even a week. Had to make a decision real quick, and I decided coming out of school, they have basically the same reputation.
She's going to be a Tar Heel like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you're going to be a Tar Heel.
Yeah, so they have, the same reputation as the school I was going to go to up here.
Yeah.
But it's a lot cheaper, so I'll come out of school with less debt.
I hear that. And she went to Boston College, and so now she's going down there to law school. But then you'll come up here to visit in between, right?
Oh, of course.
And I'll help you out with the internship if you want. You can get you something over at Hunt, Hamlin, and Ridley. They're good. In the meantime, I know you're wondering who's going to be the next queen of all interns.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Well,
should we make the announcement next week or today?
Why not make it today?
All right.
After much...
She don't even know yet, though, does she?
No, she
don't even know yet. The girl don't even know yet.
Well, she listens to the show, so you're about to hear it now.
Uh-oh.
After much deliberation in Bianca's mind and checking with me and Miss Artie, the new queen of all interns is Zoe the Virgin. Thank you, Miss Wendy. Thank you, Mr. Art. Oh, Bianca, give me a hug. Let's go shoe shopping after the show. After that, we could go pick up hair.
For one last time.
Yep, and then we'll go over to Elise's house and we'll do a sleepover and we'll practice walking in our high heels. The thing we love about the intern Zoe here on the show is that she is like a little sister / Mother Earth / that aunt who says to you, "Come here, pudding." Mm-hmm. Isn't she?
Yes.
She's just the warmest, sweetest. Oh, thank you, Miss Am I in trouble?
You talking about me?
Are you talking about me? So Jay-Z has partnered with a jeweler, and they're spending he's spending $750,000 for 500 platinum key invitations to the grand opening of his new 4040 Club in Atlantic City.
Yes.
He's spending $750,000 on the invitations alone. 500 platinum key invitations. The keys cost $1,500 a piece, and each key will have a number on it. Then placed on the roulette wheel, and the winning number that comes up will win a brand new Mercedes.
Wow, that's great.
Jay-Z, they say, has spent $4 million to open his second location of 4040 Club. That's big. The first one, as we know, is here in New York. And then the second one's going to be in Atlantic City. So that's big. That's great. Mariah Carey's all mad at Eminem for playing the intimate phone messages that she's left before him in the past, when they were intimate. Although she'll deny it. But apparently he's still angry, and he's on the anger management tour. That is so corny, Eminem. I got to tell you something. That is so corny. Now, I know what you're saying. How could that be corny, but Superhead writing a book putting everybody on blast isn't? You know why? Because Superhead ain't nobody. She's a Richard.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Eminem is a multi-platinum artist who shouldn't have to stoop to such low levels. That's all I'm saying. Like, that looks really whack because he's not a bottom feeder. He's top of the food chain in terms of, what he does.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it, but his sales are saying it, and his paper's saying it. I mean, personally speaking, he's nowhere near the top of my, food chain. I'm not, But that makes... that's like really whack. He's playing it on the loudspeakers during the anger management tour, so people are hearing Mariah, oh, baby. When are you going to come over? And here's what she says. Oh, excuse me. The messages feature Mariah saying, "I heard you were getting back with your ex-wife. Why won't you see me? Why won't you call me? You're not calling me." Oh, wow. It's Mariah being all second fiddle-ish. You know what I mean? We don't like that in our platinum divas. We like to, but she's getting soft and pink. Why won't you call me? Why won't you see me?
Marshall.
The rapper then pretended to vomit in a prop toilet on stage after playing the message. And then he launched into a song called Puke, which features the lyrics, "You make me sick." I gotta tell you something. That is so trifling that he would do that. I mean, I guess it's bragging rights to reject Mariah Carey. I guess it is. But it's only bragging rights if you're, low on the totem pole. Like Superhead. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're a bottom feeder off this business, then you do things like write a book and stuff like that. And I'm not knocking Superhead for what she does. I'm just saying to be expected. From just your everyday, Richard lover. Whose talent is strictly the Richard. Angelina Jolie, listen to this one. Are you ready for a good laugh? Uh-oh. She's terrified that she's going to lose Brad Pitt to another woman. Oh. Bitch, please. I'm sorry I have to say that. The sources say that she fears, and the fears are only growing now that Hollywood's hottest couple is split up. That's them. To begin doing separate movies in different countries. See, they're the hottest couple, Brad and Angelina. They met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and now they're going off to do separate movie projects. And Brad has a habit of falling in love with women on the set. Like he did when he met Angelina on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like he did with his ex-fiancée, Gwyneth Paltrow, on the set of the movie Seven. Like he did with that skank Juliette Lewis on the set of the movie California. Ooh. Doesn't she have like a skanky but wild appeal? Yes. Mm-hmm. So, you know what, Angelina, though? And not only that, but how you get him is how you keep him. You stole him, so now...
Lie on that sword.
Lie on that sword. Exactly. Thank you, Art. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Wendy, man.
I just found out this morning that my supervisor's pregnant.
Damn you, I told you not to do it.
Should I tell my wife what's up?
Plan on a divorce. And as for your job...
Put that where? Back there.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
No. It's 107.5 WBLS, today's R&B, Classic Soul, and the Wendy Williams Experience. Don't forget, 7 o'clock, it's Vaughn Harper in the Quiet Storm. Slowing things down, helping you unwind from your busy day, your stressful life. I know. I enjoy Vaughn myself. Well, there's something for you to win now. Can you single a jingle, it says here. Sing a jingle of what IKEA should stand for and call 866-GET-WENDY to pick up a Paramus IKEA $50 gift card courtesy of IKEA. What? I mean, you have to call up and sing in the phone what IKEA should stand for. What do you mean? Like, I is for the icing on the cake. K is for the...
Yes, make it fun, I guess.
Or is it IKEA should stand for... quality and value and service. No, wait, that's QVC. Oops, wait. IKEA should stand for... I need a man to come over here and help me put this together.
There you go. Something creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
IKEA should stand. Okay. So you call up right now, and then you're going to pick up a $50 gift certificate to IKEA, okay? Hey, listen, this is good stuff. And also don't forget that Mark Jordan will be at IKEA in Paramus on Friday at 2 p.m. and Eddie Love will be at IKEA in Paramus on Saturday from 2 to 7 p.m. 5 hours? Crap. Oh, we must be doing a shift from there.
Right.
Okay, broadcasting live from IKEA in Paramus. Oh, that's nice. That's on Saturday with Eddie Love. Okay, so we'll dial carefully and good luck. And Crystal's going to get the phone. Crystal, don't mess up the contest sheet. They get mad when we mess up the contest sheet.
The other one.
Yeah, and just you're looking for caller number 10 on the phone to make sure that they sing you a little jingle. Okay. All right, there she goes. That's our new intern, Crystal. She goes to York College. York. All right, tonight is the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. We always have fun. There's a VIP section now. You got to call the Laugh Factory. I don't have the telephone number, and you can reserve in the VIP section. It gets crowded in the club and stuff, and every seat is actually a good seat, a good vantage point of, it's not a coliseum, for goodness sakes. It's a comedy club. It used to be Strip World. So if you look at the stage, you'll envision a pole coming from the middle of it and a bunch of skanky men sitting around. But alas, it was closed and renovated, and now it's for us. It's the Laugh Factory, 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. The parking is right next door. I mean, like an easy. Listen, doors open up at 8 o'clock. The comedy starts at 9 o'clock. Artie, life of the party, opens up the show. He introduces me. I say, hello, how you doing? And then I introduce Capone or Ken Black, and then Capone or Ken Black comes on, and if it's Ken Black, it's because Capone is late. And then when Capone gets there, he delivers the goods, and then he brings on all the other comedians. And it's, listen, if you've never been, I invite you. We're there every Wednesday night. It's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. I'll see you tonight at the Laugh Factory in Times Square. Have you heard of the Circle of Sisters? Because that's what WBLS, that's what our station has going on. It's for women. It's uniting today's women of color. That's the mission statement of the Circle of Sisters. And it's October 1st and 2nd at the Jacob Javits Center. Tickets are on sale now. This is going to be a big event. Once again, 2 days, October 1st and 2nd. To find out more information about what the Circle of Sisters is all about, you can always log on to our website at WBLS.com. If you like what you see, if you like what you're feeling concerning this particular event, uniting today's women of color, call Ticketmaster now and get your tickets. You can charge them by phone or Ticketmaster online or whatever. Let me give you the telephone number, though. 212-307-7171. 212-307-7171. Shout out to little Sean, who I was just talking about him last week. I saw him just before I came in today. He's having a party at Club Rain in Brooklyn. I think that's this week. Yeah. You know what else is going on? Well, not this week. Sunday technically starts a new week. On Sunday is the barbecue for the fallen soldiers in Brownsville at Nehemiah Park. Yep, Ron Artest is going to be out there. Styles P from The Lock's going to be out there.
He's hosting. Styles is hosting. And we're going to have the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience out there, too. Right in the middle of the park, Nehemiah Park. Oh, my gosh. It's bigger and better than ever. We had the Fallen Soldiers Barbecue last year. Shout out to MOR Entertainment and Question Mark Entertainment. And we did have the face painting and the food and the drinks and stuff like that, for the community. And the kids were out there having a ball. I know my little Scooter was having such a great time playing out there and everything. But this year, it's bigger and better than ever with comedy and celebrities. Ron Artest, Styles P, and the comedians. And so, shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. Brownsville represent on Sunday. I'll see you at Nehemiah Park for the barbecue for the fallen soldiers. And rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. That's our day that we really, remember you and whatnot. All right, so let's continue on and continue on. Okay, it's 107.5 WBLS.
This is
it's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. Hey, real quick back to Brad and Angelina and them just for a second. So Jennifer Aniston has finally decided to reconcile with her mother. Well, I'm sorry it had to be under such tragic circumstances as, her divorce happening and everything. But it's nice to see that Jennifer Aniston finally has a soft spot for the woman who bore her. And there was a poll taken. Whose side are you on? Jennifer's or Brad and Angelina's? 69% of people say that they're on Jennifer's, and 31% of people say they were on Brad's, which leads me to the people poll question. We didn't get a people poll question result today? It's okay. It's the end of the show. What?
No. Your website was shut down because they're going to take off the forum, so.
Oh, okay. All right, so the website is temporary. When is it going to be back up? My website is shut down.
Probably by tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. In the meantime, everybody, Eminem, because we were talking about him last break, he's canceled his European tour because he's exhausted. That was just announced yesterday. There were supposed to be, Mariah, be happy, because in Europe, they're not going to hear your phone messages. Also, A judge is fining Michael Jackson $10,000 for failing to have his attorney appear at a hearing for a civil case dating back from a sexual assault that a young man is accusing him of that happened during the 1984 World's Fair. Come here. Come behind the porta potties. Come here. Michael's denying the charges. And BET announced the nominations for the BET Comedy Awards. Martin Lawrence is getting the Icon Comedy Award, and Steve Harvey's going to be hosting. And Marilyn Monroe's first husband, James Doherty, passed away on Monday. Complications from leukemia. I never heard of him. James Doherty. In the meantime, did you hear about this laptop computer rush? Well, there was a bunch of people stampeding to purchase $50 laptops. It turned into a violent stampede yesterday. People were being thrown to the pavement and beaten with folding chairs. And some of them were nearly run over with cars. One woman went so far as to urinate on herself so that she wouldn't lose her place in line to, go someplace and urinate. They say it was total chaos out there. This one girl, LaToya Jones, she's 19. She was out there, and she said she lost a flip-flop during the ordeal and was walking around with one flip-flop on, and the pavement was sizzling. This all happened in Richmond, Virginia. More than 1,000 people turned out at the Richmond International Speedway yesterday, hoping to get their hands on one of the 4-year-old Apple iBooks that retail for between $999 and $1,200. Apparently, the school system there in Richmond, in Henrico County, they were selling more than 1,000 computers to the county residents. So the gates opened up at 7 a.m., but there were already people waiting in line for hours prior to 7 a.m. And when the gates opened up, people threw themselves forward, pushing and screaming at each other. There was a little girl in a stroller, and the stroller was crushed in the stampede. Fortunately, the little girl had been taken out by her mother. Yeah. Witnesses said that an elderly man was thrown down to the pavement, and someone in a car tried to drive through the crowd to get to one of these computers. Yeah. There was a guy... He's 20 years old, and apparently he was out there with a chair specifically for telling people, get back, get back. He said, here's his quote, "I took my chair here and I threw it over my shoulder and went BAM!" They were trying to get in front of me. I was here a lot earlier than them, so I thought it was deserved. Wow. Yeah.
Hell of a computer.
Yeah, it's a hell of a computer. Well, Biggie's family is asking the city of Los Angeles to pay more than $2 million in fees and costs stemming from the investigation, the police misconduct investigation. The request apparently came from a U.S. district judge who declared the mistrial, determining that the police detective had intentionally sealed documents, and the judge ordered the city of Los Angeles to pay fees and costs incurred by Biggie's family as a result of all this back and forth flying. Apparently, the motion was filed in U.S. District Court requesting that the city of Los Angeles pay Biggie's family $1.6 million in attorney's fees and around $500,000 in travel expenses back and forth and back and forth. Family members, of course, that I'm speaking of, Mrs. Wallace, friend to the show, and, of course, Faith Evans, friend to the show. So they are not going to let this rest. And so he's dropped the P, so his name is Diddy. That wasn't such a stretch. I thought for sure he was going to come up with a more creative name than that. I mean, that was not worth the drum roll that I had going on in my mind. But the MTV Video Music Awards, for what it's worth, looked like a lot of excitement created around him. I'm liking it. Stephen Cucicaro, everybody, is looking for another kidney. Now, you know him. He's the Queenie man who looks... I was going to say he looks like a feminine version of Steven Tyler, but Steven Tyler looks like a feminine version of Steven Tyler, doesn't he? Stephen Cucicaro, the red carpet queen. Anyway, he had gotten, first of all, in his family, he has polycystic kidneys, which means, that's hereditary. Cysts grow on his kidneys. So he had to get a kidney removed. And apparently a friend of his back in January donated a kidney to him. But the kidney was removed in June after it became infected with the virus that can afflict transplant recipients terribly. So the virus is now gone after the transplant was the transplanted kidney was removed. And this is what Steven says. He says, now I feel 100%. I'm alive, I'm kicking, and I'm concentrating on buying my fall wardrobe. He says that he's gone through drama detox, and he's now ready to return to work. He is planning on working the red carpet at the MTV Video Music Awards in Miami on August 28th. In the meantime, he's doing all this while he's waiting for a new kidney, and he's determined to help make kidney donating the new hot trend in Hollywood. Hotter, he says, than buying a Malibu house. He says kidneys are the new black. I love people like him. You know, it's just the spirit of, we know he's not doing well. He's doing his best that can be expected, but all through it, he's teasing and popping and twirling and keeping the humor going. I like that, Stephen. I've never met you, but I wish you better health. Paris Hilton's dumped Tinkerbell. Details at 11. Yeah, well, apparently Tinkerbell is too big now for Paris's arms and handbags. She said that in the past, the ideal weight of her dog has been 3.5 pounds. And Tinkerbell is past that weight. And so now Tinkerbell will live with Kathy Hilton, the mother who's starved for attention with that terrible, dreadful show of hers. And Paris bought a smaller Chihuahua named Bambi. I was just reading a hot or not list, and they say those little dogs are not, and babies are hot. So babies are the new trend that you're supposed to be carrying in your arms and throwing in your bag, and your Louis Vuitton dog carrier, whatever. Oh boy. She was never a true animal lover. She's going to get rid of Tinkerbell like that because he got too big. Is that what you do with children? When they get too big, you get rid of them? You are definitely not ready to be married. Oops, I forgot. You don't have to worry about that because Paris's family can't stand you. Your mother and you are fabricating that there's all love between the families. In the meantime, her fiance, Paris, his family looks at the Hilton family as, first of all, they've got so much more money than the Hilton family. Second of all, that Paris Hilton's such a slut and so day-class. And the mother and father aren't doing any bragging rights, Oh, yes, Paris is lovely, and she's going to marry Paris, our son, and they're going to... This is only Paris Hilton and her mother crowing about this. Nicole Richie's got the last laugh on this one. Shout out to everybody in Philly. I mean, Transit Nightclub on Friday. Goose, are we a minute over and you're not watching the clock? Come on, I'm trying to concentrate on too much. You guys are supposed to be working. No, we're a minute over. It's time for me to say goodbye. Okay. Sorry, affiliates. Goose is just learning. Don't hold him accountable.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you all. I love you for listening today. We'll talk again tomorrow, God willing. Bye-bye.
Peace party, people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
And the phone lines are open for your pleasure at 866-GET-WENDY. On the bonus hour, which is coming up next, we do it all. Gossip, advice, so on and so forth. Whatever is your pleasure, I am here to serve you, my lovely. So 866-GET-WENDY. And the fax machine is still humming, too. I know a lot of you have already left the office. You're not faxing, but... The phones, 866-GET-WENDY. The fax is 866-WENDY-FAX. It's the Wendy Williams Experience till 7 on 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, this is Flavor Flav.
Yo, what up, y'all? This Lil C's representing Junior Mafia to the fullest.
Yo, what's up? It's Talib Kweli in the place to be. BKMC.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I'm not off love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the Wendy Williams Experience bonus hour. Glad to be here with you. Hey, you know what? We had a winner last hour. We were doing this contest with Akia. And Shamil Turner of Neptune, New Jersey. What you had to do is you had to be caller number 10 and then give us a slogan for Akia. And so she said, and you make it up yourself, I will kill to shop at Akia. That's what her slogan was. His slogan. As opposed to laughing, why don't you press Well, congratulations, Shamil. So, Mace, part of the G Unit. Does that sound right to you?
No.
That sounds terribly wrong, right?
It's like Murder Mace.
Yeah, but no, if he's back to Murder Mace, and he is. Yeah. Does it still sound right that he's G Unit?
No.
I mean, I'm not saying necessarily he always has to be bad boy, but G Unit? Well, that's what they're saying. It's Mobb Deep and MOP, and now apparently 50 has one more player to throw on his team, and that's Mace. And apparently he's doing it with Diddy's, his new name, Blessing. Well, that's kind of like one of those wait and see type things. Ramona is listening. Hi, Ramona. How are you? Thanks for turning on the bonus hour. Hello.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me, Wendy?
Yes. Hi.
How you doing? I just wanted to say happy birthday to Art.
Well,
and do you have the number to the comedy club? Because I want to get VIP.
No, but you know what? Call directory assistance. And Crystal, can you please tell Art to get in here? Somebody's wishing him well. Just open the door and scream down the hall. I just saw him. Okay, just
he's enjoying his birthday.
He is. Just call directory assistance.
I will see you at the club tonight. Okay.
Okay, good. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hey, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. This is Jay over in Jersey.
Hey, Jay.
I ain't talked to you in a minute.
What's going on? Do we know each other?
Well, I used to call pretty frequently. In fact, you my soundbite on your Gangsta Hour program. But anyway, calling to tell you about the lipstick station was giving information that you gave about 2 months ago. The other morning, I was bugging out. I was like, they listen to Wendy, they be straight.
Well, thank you, Jay.
But what's the name was off the hook. Went out to the Gangsta. I'm tired. Went out to the Laugh Factory about 2 months ago, and I'm definitely gonna come back, bring a bunch of people next time.
Yeah, we always have a good time there.
Tell Art, happy birthday. Can't make it out there tonight, you know.
Okay.
But keep doing your thing, and that's it.
Thank you, Jay. Have a wonderful night.
How you doing?
Bye-bye. How you doing? You have to throw that in at the end. Hello?
Wendy?
Hi.
Good.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Yo, I'm really, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'm really, I have to think you're a speaker. You have me on hold for a minute.
Okay, sorry.
I'm about to sing you my Sprint book.
Okay.
But, yo,
okay, go ahead. What?
Yeah, you be sounding mad good on the radio, man.
Whoa. Well, thank you.
I mean, I came out to Foxwoods, and I caught you. I think you was looking at me like a little, like, you wanted to howl.
Excuse me?
I'm serious, for real.
And what were you drinking? That was the wrong girl. You weren't catching me trying to look and do any kind of holler damn Asians at no damn Foxwoods or nowhere. How dare you?
I know that eye when I see it. I'm serious.
You know the holler eye?
I know that eye when I see it.
Do you know the Henny eye? Because the henny eye looks like the holla eye, but they have two different meanings. If it's the henny eye, that means I'm not looking at you. I'm looking right through you. I'm trying to decide, damn, how early do I have to wake up tomorrow? And sometimes I'll be looking dead at you. I'm not even thinking about you. I'm like, damn, how early do I have to wake up tomorrow? What do I have to do tomorrow? Did I leave the curling iron plugged in? Damn, I gotta go.
I mean, I was looking very debonair, so, you know, it's quite possible, you know, I wouldn't.
Well, look, player. You can put that where?
Back there.
Okay. No, but you want to know what? Thank you for grooving with the show and stuff.
Absolutely. Yo, well, Wendy, I got you on lock every time when I'm leaving the office. Yo, there's no other station. That's the only thing that I'm an avid iPod user. Only time I turn the radio on to listen to your show.
Oh, you know what? I appreciate that. What's your name?
My name is Born.
Vaughn?
Born. Just like a baby's born.
Born, okay. What are you, part of the 5% Nation?
There it is.
Okay, all right. Well, peace to the gods and the earths.
Peace.
And you too, Born. Yeah, you wouldn't like me because I love bacon. Oh, yes.
Hey, let's touch swine, can't touch mine.
Well, and you don't have to worry about that because I was looking through you, not at you.
So you can put that where?
Back there. Bye, Born.
Right.
He's so cute. I love people who get it. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
How you doing, Wendy?
Hey, Artie.
Wendy, I was leaving the cut for a couple past weeks and I'm listening to the show.
God, it's been a minute, so you've been real busy, huh?
Yeah, you know, I'm just listening, I'm just in the cut listening, you know?
Yeah.
Wendy.
Yes?
On the night, the show in Wingate Park, right, with Shaka Khan?
Yes.
She was high on something. She keep leaving the stage to forget the words of the song and everything. Something wrong with her.
Well...
She was leaving the stage a lot.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. And keep forgetting the words to the songs.
Oh.
Yeah. But Wendy, I listen to the Best Of show, right?
Uh-huh.
I listen to you every day, Wendy. And I don't know, for some reason I still listen to the Best Of show. Sometimes I hear stuff I never hear before.
Yeah, you know what? And when I listen to the Best Of show, sometimes I hear stuff that I forgot I said. And I'll find myself laughing.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, Artie, I want to thank you for always being a part of the family. I do not take your love for granted.
Okay, Wendy.
Have a wonderful night. Tell your wife I said hello.
Okay, you too.
You all are still together, aren't you?
Yes, Wendy. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Terrific.
All right.
Thanks, Artie. Bye-bye. I'll take one more call. Yardy and his wife, they were having a problem for a moment, and he buys his wife the Louis Vuitton, and he's like, you know, he's like the total, I want to cater to you type husband. And I forgot the reason for the beefing, but everything's okay, so that's good. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
This is Jessica from Jersey.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, I wanted to call about the news you gave yesterday on Little Mo. So we know that song. That's actually not a host. She was on a talk show in the Jersey area speaking about it, and she actually did say that she was suing over that one particular song.
Oh, the song that Put It On Me song with Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you know what? I don't think she said that here on our radio show when she was here the other day, but yep. And she's due some money.
Yep.
She's a very talented woman.
She is.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jessica. What's for dinner?
I don't know yet.
What, do you live by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that means a fistful of pretzels and a diet iced tea. I remember how it was. Right?
Good, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jess. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And that's for dinner. For breakfast, of course, the usual wake and bake. Oh, boy. Hey, Ramona. Here's Ramona's facts. I shouted at her earlier. Basically, she's saying, Wendy, I'm thinking you probably took off work yesterday for your son's birthday or something. And if you didn't do that, then it's totally understandable. But damn, Wendy, I can't take any more damn Best Of shows. You took off to promote your CD, and it seems like you take off practically every other day. She says, I'm not beefing, yada, yada, yada. It's just that I miss you when you're gone. I thank you, Ramona. Does it seem like I take off a lot?
No, not recently.
Yesterday was the first day that I took off that I did for myself. Like, I stayed in the house. And even then, I wasn't, to be honest with you, I told you I took off because my son was returning from Martha's Vineyard. And he got in the house like 4 o'clock, and I was right there. I had everything silent in the house. And they listened to the show, and so they thought, mommy's on the radio. That's what he thought. So I hear my sister at the bottom of the steps. She's with my nephew and niece and stuff. So I heard her say, well, when mommy comes home, she'll, be really excited to see you. And he walks up the steps. He bursts into tears and he comes running, one of those tackling hugs. And I was just so glad that I was there. Yeah, I was so glad. So that was really important. I mean, his birthday's tomorrow and I'm going to be working, Saturday, we're going to have, a little play date with just some of the boys, that go to his school, like 5 of them. Yeah. He's going to be 5 tomorrow. So. Oh, I have the telephone number for the Laugh Factory for the VIP tickets. I'll give it to you in a moment. Pam in Harlem says that she was over at Macy's and she saw Jennifer Lopez's new shoe collection and she said, nice. She said, and the cowboy boots, that look is in. She says, I don't know if I can get with that. Pam, you want to know what? I got a pair of cowboy boots from Marmy Shoes on Madison Avenue. And I have yet to wear them, and I don't even know how I'm going to configure them, because to me, if you're going to wear cowboy boots, then now you have to take off your other jewelry and put on turquoise, and, you have to configure the whole look. I wore my my straw cowboy hat, though, a couple of times since the time. Yeah, I know. Well, fortunately, I only paid $5 for it at Kmart. I didn't invest. You know what I mean? $5, and I bought it in early spring. Just threw it in the basket and didn't get around to wearing it until about, for the first time, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I've worn it 3 times since then. Oh. You know what it's nice to do? It's not nice to come to work in it, because then I got to take it off. I got hat head, then I put on my headphones and stuff. But on the weekends, I've had to do a lot of stuff going out in the park. And so, yeah, you get the sunglasses, and then you layer the sunglasses with the cowboy hat. Then you got ultimate, protection from the rays. Yeah, with a wife beater and one of those prairie skirts.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I hate them. I can't wait until the season's over. I bought a prairie skirt earlier today on the street for $15. Do you want to see what it looks like?
Yeah, please.
$15?
Wow.
I went to get a colonic and found it in the street. $15. Broadway and 72nd Street.
Oh, yeah, that's very cute.
He tried to sell it to me, or she tried to sell it to me for $30, and I walked away and got ready to hail a cab, and then I saw some used books, so I went over to the used book table, which was right next to her, and I purchased these books. Wow. And so then she hollers over the books, and she says, I'll give you one for $15. So I said, I'll take one. And then I bought The House of Gucci, the sensational story of murder, madness, and glamour and greed. I bought this for $5 in the street. And then I bought this great coffee table book. He's Just My Dad. $10 I bought. Celebrities, dads, and their kids playing and having fun. Right there on the street. I got to tell you something. This is like the greatest city in the world. Because look, I got a whole wardrobe and book reading for under $20.
Yes.
It cost me 3 times as much to get my behind blown.
Oh.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about how great this city is.
Are you converting to a dirty backpack, though?
No, I'm trying to survive the last few 100-degree days of this season.
There you go.
Sometimes it feels good, that ventilation by nature. You sit down and legs about, 3 feet apart, and then you start flapping.
There you go.
Whew. Nice. Why is there a steady hum in the board? What are you doing over there, Goose?
Nothing.
Obviously. Laugh Factory, 212-586-7829. The Laugh Factory for VIP tickets tonight is the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. I just did my monologue. I'm done. When I get out of here, I'm done. I go on the stage and I say, hello, how you doing? Yeah. Like that. And then that Art does a full monologue, though. You're coming down now, though, aren't you? So now in a minute you're going to be angry?
No, but you know what I do before I get there, so I'll be right back up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You forget about the walk?
Yes, he takes his walk. Here's a Laugh Factory for VIP seating. 212. Every Wednesday night, the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience is fabulous. 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. 212-586-7829. E-Sticks. He lives in the Bronx. And he says, what's up, Ma? I love that. Just at work doing a little overtime listening to you. I just wanted to say hi, and I love the whole show, but the bonus hour is where it all goes down. Aww. Love the show. And even though I'm a dude, you are a friend in my head. I'm going to definitely come check you out at the Laugh Factory one Wednesday. Love to Art, Trevor, and the interns. Aww. That's from E-Sticks. Love you, Sticks. All right, let's do the blind item one more time, and I want to put the lid on this. I was telling everybody earlier, FYI, before I do this, 90% of everybody seems to have guessed Lisa Ray. And what I think in my heart of hearts is that people mistake her natural look for the evil eye. I'm a backstabbing type broad look. Now, I could be naive in judging, but I thought that Lisa Ray was going to be the meanest, just like, I'm all that with the attitude. I've met Lisa Ray on several occasions, interviewed her several times. She is the nicest, most down-to-earth, at least to me, the way she came off to me. And most people, if they have that attitude, they even come off that way to me because they look down on me. Mm-hmm. You know, that Kathy Griffin, the D-list? Mm-hmm. I'm talking with one of my fellow radio personalities, Randy, over at Air America. We're in the kitchen here at WBLS/Air America. We're both talking about being Bobby Brown. She loves it too. And I said, no, but you want to know what? The D-list is the bomb too. She said, Wendy, that's me. And I said, no, Randy, that's me. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? Like that D-list with Kathy Griffin. So I say all that to say, usually when somebody has an attitude out there in the atmosphere, they bring the same attitude in here. There's no reason to zhuzh up because I don't have anything to invite you. If anything, everybody comes all tight, defensive, mean, and evil. Maybe by the time they leave, I slay them with my nice personality, because I think I'm a pretty nice person. And then, we're hugging and kissing and exchanging numbers with the booking department and stuff. But I think that people are getting it twisted with Lisa Ray. I could be wrong. But every time that I've met her, she's been nothing but sweet, like totally opposite. Now, I admit to you that she does win the stare down contest, even over Jada Pinkett and even over Lara Flynn Boyle.
Really?
Oh, please. Okay. Lisa Ray, she gives you instant, I will serve you. Remember we had the stare down contest about a year ago on the show. Who gives the most evil stare in Hollywood? And it was between only two people, Jada Pinkett Smith and Lara Flynn Boyle. And believe it or not, Lara Flynn Boyle won. But if you put Lisa Ray in there, Lisa Ray wins. Lisa Ray beats them all. And she even beats Jolie, and Jolie's got an evil stare down too. Evil, possessed, demonic, scary. And then she pooches the lips and stuff. But Lisa Ray beats all that. But I got to tell you something. She's such a nice woman. But I don't put anything past anyone. So with that in mind, I'm going to read the blind item. Now, Girl Fridays, it's really important. Shaylin, you already know how this goes down. Mm-hmm. Crystal, you're new, but pay attention. Kachina, is that you? Kashina. She's brand new. Huh?
Ishina.
Oh, Ishina. Yeah. So we can call you Ishi?
Yes.
Ishmi Shunshi.
No, Ishi. Molicious. Delicious. Where do you go to school?
I went to Tufts.
Oh, my sister graduated from Tufts. Oh, yeah. And so did my dermatologist, Dr. Janine. So where at Tufts does a communications major play?
Well, not really much of one. You just kind of have to fashion your own
curriculum.
Yeah.
So what are you, from Boston?
No, I'm from New York.
Okay. Yeah. So when did you graduate from college?
This past semester.
So what are you doing now?
I'm trying to get a job and kind of get my foot in the door.
Well, excuse me, Bianca, queen of all interns. Front and center. We don't take interns that are trying to get a job after they graduated from college.
I'm trying to learn as much
You were supposed to do this for your 4 years.
I know, but I was doing other things too.
Like what? Partying? Why did you intern with Matt Siegel at Kiss 108? That's where I got my internship. He was fabulous, but I did it while I was in school, my 4 years.
I interned at television companies and music.
Okay, so one internship to make you decide whether you want to do it or not. Now, what are you doing? Like, no more school, right?
No more school. Yeah.
No more graduates. Nothing. No graduate school. Nothing.
No, not for a while. I'm trying to definitely, just absorb myself in the industry.
You're finding yourself.
Code blue, code blue, code blue, code blue, code blue, code blue. No. This is not the find yourself intern show. No. Listen, when I was in school, in college, I worked at the college radio station. And I interned during my 4 years. I did 4 years at Northeastern instead of 5 because they weren't really helpful with getting you that co-op thing. And I interned with Matt Siegel at Kiss 108. And I did that during my sophomore year, I think, and into my junior year, So by the time I graduated, I 2 weeks after graduation, I had my first radio job. It wasn't about finding myself. And I found that because I was doing it in school and because there's just something about the thirst and the drive. All right, I got just a big question mark here at this particular point. Now, I mean, you know, so you weren't a communications major?
No, I wasn't. They didn't have communications when I first came in.
I know. Communications is a slumming major, though. Tufts is a brilliant school. You know, I mean, you know, you don't need a degree to do this.
What was your major?
Well, this is what I'm about to ask.
Oh, gosh.
What was your major?
Psychology.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to be in entertainment. I want to be in radio, really. And that's what I'm.
So why didn't you go to Emerson?
Well, I didn't. And when I first came in, I was interested in finance, so I didn't have anything.
Oh, flaky.
And then I took it, and I realized I didn't want to do
Indecisive.
it. Oh no!
Tricked up your parents' money. Oh my God! I'd murder you.
My mom's probably.
You're so smart. Why didn't you go to Harvard and work at the Harvard radio station? I mean, if you got into Tufts, you can get into Harvard, right, Bianca?
Yes.
I mean, you know, kinda.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I didn't apply to Harvard. I didn't want the whole Ivy League experience.
Well, you didn't want any experience.
Oh.
Well, damn. All them brains and nothing. And shout out to everybody who goes to BMCC. See what happens? You go to Tufts, you wear the flag of prestige, and you are an absolute lost child in life. Yes, I know people at Tufts made fun of people at Northeastern. We're the ghetto school. We're slumming. But I graduated in my 4 years. I had my path set. My internship was lined up, and my job I left for 2 weeks out of graduation. I remember partying at Tufts and Harvard and Boston College. And you know, every once in a while visiting MIT. Oh, we were the ghetto school, honey. North Dam Eastern.
Sounds like an exit interview.
Oh,
that's the stare down.
All right, let's get to the blind item. No, only because you know what I'm saying? Like, the internships here, like, I value, even to this day, and Matt doesn't even, I think, know that I exist. I have no idea. Maybe he's mad, maybe he's jealous, maybe he doesn't want to acknowledge. I don't know. But all I know is that I give him so much credit. I learned so much in my internship. I absorbed it like a sponge because I knew this is what I wanted to do. Like, I knew it, so I got so much out of it. So, to me, I value the whole process of being an intern, at least for this show, because I came from the school of interning. You know, you understand what I'm saying? People who are indecisive, or people who don't know, or people who we even made an exception for Bianca. Remember Bianca? Because I was like, well, what do? You said you majored in law, and I'm like, what? And then you said entertainment law, and I said, okay, I can see that. Okay. This is not the show for indecisive interns, though. I mean,
you gotta know where you're going.
Yeah, you gotta know where you're going. But you know what? You can stay at WBLS. We have an internship program here. It's just that it's very intense here on the show. You know what I'm saying? The learning process. And you know what? And I'm also very anal about interns. Like you know, I want them to be on the path like I was when I was in school.
Yeah, sure.
Because
people like her and Puffy, they were very focused on what they wanted to do.
Extremely focused. And I just feel as though, you know, and I went, you know, Northeastern's a co-op school. They didn't give a crap about communications majors. If you're a business major, they get you a great paying internship at Wang, Palmolive, whatever. If you were a finance major, they'd get you a great job, you know, working in that industry. Communications majors, they didn't know what the F to do with this. I don't even know why they had it as a major, you know. So I immediately cut out that middler year. I did 4 years. I went out and got my own internship at KISS 108. I had to only be there twice a week. I used to be out there 5 days a week, blowing off classes and the whole bit. Matt wouldn't say but squat to me until I started to do the Dynasty and Dallas update. But what I learned, like just from this, just silently observing and stuff, I learned so. The man will never understand, you know. He will never understand what I learned from his internship. Invaluable. I absorbed it like a sponge, and the rest is history. So I totally value the whole intern thing. Like here, I'm as picky about the interns. You would think that I'm signing them up for 7-figure deals. I'm very picky about the interns. And I joke about pick up hair, but it's way more than picking up hair.
sleep on it and think about it because you seem very like worked up right now.
Mm-mm. But BLS has a nice intern department. It's just that you move around from department to department. Like you're not so sure what you want to do in radio, right? So you could probably learn a lot from going from sales to promotions to programming to production, like that. Right? How old are you?
23.
So what about when you're 33?
Where I'm going to be in my career?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully.
I'm trying to help you out.
Hopefully involved in. I want to I really. This is where I want to be in the booth doing this. What as a radio personality, that's really what I would really love to do.
Okay.
I mean, unfortunately, when I first came into school, I kind of thought I had a plan
in
my head, but as soon as I got exposed into it, I was like, this is really what I want to do.
Yeah.
And when you have parents at home who are very old school.
Oh gosh, you're singing to the choir. Go ahead, go ahead.
When you have parents who are very old school,
yes.
and if you're not trying to be a lawyer, a doctor, or
you're singing to the choir,
then they're not trying to hear it.
There's a hum. There's a terrible hum.
So that's pretty much. I rejected anything creative, even though that's where I always was. I always was involved in something.
That's not us.
That sounds terrible, whatever that is.
Yeah,
so when I tried to get into it, I was just like, no, this isn't working for me.
And so what your parents say? Did they flip out?
Yeah, they were like, basically, you better be in school for the rest of your life in order to.
Oh my gosh! Do you resent them? Shh, they're not listening. Do you resent? Do you resent? You spent 4 years.
No, because in some ways, I learned what I had to learn. I knew that I couldn't always just go by what they say. I had to find my path.
But why didn't you go over to WILD and start sniffing around or something?
Well, at that time, I just, I always wanted to do this, but I figured I'd really be able to get into it once. When I came back home in New York and in the radio circuit that I had always listened to when I was younger,
Yeah.
This is where I wanted to be.
I mean, it's where I wanted to be too, but, Wow. All right, Isha, we'll talk after the show. Here's the blind item. You got me with the parents thing. I totally understand. They want you to be this traditional thing. Believe me, I bucked the system the whole way. Now they're finally pumping their fist for my little experience. But it took years. And my sister's older than me, the prodigy child, smart in the classroom, sensible in life. She went to Tufts, Then here comes, wow, Wendy. Wow. You know what I mean? My brother-in-law went to Tufts by way of Canterbury. You see the hookup? Mm-hmm. They've been married for like 20 years. I got the perfect niece and nephew, the whole bit. Then here comes, wow, Wendy. Wow. So I understand, but you should have bucked the system earlier. You lost time. So I started bucking right away. As soon as they dropped me off at school, I was waving right there on Hemingway Street. It's dorm my freshman year. I'm waving goodbye, talking about, now it's time to get it on. And I did everything that I could. And still do. It's just that they respect it more now because they understand there is a method to the madness. So your pop and mom are doctors and lawyers and stuff?
No, not at all. They're real middle class, like hard working.
But that is the middle class dream, doctor, lawyer.
Yeah, because their parents weren't there, so it's just like hope.
Yeah. You the oldest sibling?
I'm the only.
Oh my gosh, there's so much expected of you. Oh, I want you to stay. Oh, I was on the fence. I'm going to tell you right now. I was about to let you go, but you know what? Stay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
But you really have to focus, okay?
We'll all help you.
Yeah, you're going to be a little special part. And wait until you meet Zoe, the new queen of all interns. Oh. She is so sweet, and she'll help you out a lot. But mostly, observe, because you're playing catch up now. Yeah. You've already graduated. You haven't had your internship. Ugh. What area code is 786? Hello?
Miami.
Oh, is this Miami? Diddy down there already? Where you been, girl? You coming to my party? This black actress, listen closely. I say all that to say I started out by calling out you all's names. And Isha. This black actress takes the art of sabotage. You weren't going to cry, were you?
No.
Yes, she was.
No.
Yes, she was, right? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. She was about to cry.
No.
Oh, God. And you got to get a thicker skin.
Yeah.
It just means a lot to me.
I cried at my internship, though. Matt made me cry one time. Yeah.
What did he say?
He left the room. All I had to do was press one button to start the Madonna Like a Virgin song. That's all I had to do. They were all out, of the room. The producer, his sidekick at that time, Lisa Lips, they'd all left the room. And they said, Wendy, just press this next song. And I pressed it and nothing happened. And he came back in the room, all 6'5" of him, and he was screaming and yelling and he blamed me. And I didn't let them see me cry because you know how soft I am. And I turned towards the carts, at that time, cart rack. And I cried. Yeah. Yeah, he made me cry. But you want to know what? Then he cursed me out afterwards and told me, you got to have a thicker skin if you expect to make it in this business. And I will never forget that. I will never forget that because he is absolutely right. Yeah. You got to have a thick skin because people throw darts from all angles. And like you're accessible. They can call you, fat and ugly. They can, they just. All right, I'm sorry, you all. Look, all right, Isha's staying, and the blind item is coming up next, right here on the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
What's up, y'all? This is Charlie Wilson, and you listen to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
What's up, y'all? This is Vivian Green, and you're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Thanks, Viv. So here's the blind item. All right, you all listen and help me. This black actress takes the art of sabotage and cutthroat behavior to another level. To eliminate the competition from the same for the same parts she's up for, and to increase her chances of success, she will spread or have someone else spread malicious rumors on the competition. For example, don't hire this actress because she's got a crack problem and is unreliable. Or don't hire that girl. She supplements her income with prostitution. Her tactics have been successful on at least 2 occasions. Despite her sick ambition, her career is stalled in the C-list category. Although she is well known in the black community, she is not that known in the white community. Hint, she's a single mother. Now, this blind item comes from the Panache Report. I love the Panache Report. Shout out to Myra Panache. So, what do you girls think? Isha?
I thought it was Lisa Ray. I did. But
okay.
I mean,
okay.
that's the first person in my mind.
Crystal, what do you think?
I think Lisa Ray, because Nia Long doesn't have that stare down count. You know what I mean? Like, she's not mean. She doesn't look mean like that.
Yeah.
But they didn't say she looks mean.
Yeah, but she doesn't. I don't know. She doesn't.
Nia Long doesn't
cross.
Is that type? I mean, and Lisa Ray, even though she's on a sitcom, it's not wildly popular because it was on the chopping block. Will Smith had to use his Hollywood cachet to get it going for another season. And I would call her C-list. Yeah. And not known by the white community. Mm-hmm. I have a hard time believing that Lisa Ray would stoop to such levels, though. So in my mind, Lisa Ray, it's not you. But stranger things have happened. Reverend Run is going to donate his trademark cape and hat and collar to the new Hard Rock Cafe in Times Square. I thought they closed all the Hard Rocks. I mean, that theme thing is so over. Remember when Britney Spears had a restaurant for like 3 days? Yeah. Nyla. Well, anyway, this donation is supposed to be happening with big pomp and circumstance on September 17th. The Run's going to make an appearance to officially donate, and his item's going to be hanging there on display. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Cuban Links, friend to the show. His new CD, Chain Reaction, is in stores now. I like him a lot. Dear Wendy, I was wondering if you can give me your opinion on something. I can't walk in heels anymore, the stiletto type. At first, I thought it was because I've gradually gained weight over the last couple of years. I went from 135 pounds to 154 pounds and could not balance my weight on my shoes. That's what I thought. I've never worn more than 3.5-inch stilettos, which is not very high, but now when I put them on, I can't take them any more than 30 minutes. My lower leg muscles start to ache and my feet start to wiggle like my equilibrium is off. But I can't say exactly that it's my weight because I was talking to a coworker and she was online looking at shoes and she started going on about how she hated wedgie shoes but had to buy some because she can't walk in stiletto heels anymore. So I excitedly exclaimed, "You too!" I'm going through the exact same feeling. Wendy, we're at the desk cracking up, and she's only 5 feet in height and weighs about 115 pounds. I know her weight can't be her excuse. So why do you think this is happening to us? You know they make the sexiest shoes and boots in stiletto. I don't know. Before going wedgie, why don't you just try a thicker heel? Yeah. And I know the wedgies are big. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that Pam from Harlem faxed in that Macy's has the J-Lo collection because she makes some cute wedgies. But wedgies aren't really me. But I'm going to check them out. But they're not really me. I don't know. Maybe it is the extra weight. I mean, I don't know. But as opposed to a thin stiletto heel, go for something a little bit thicker. Like, you remember how the candies are? You know, candy heel? Like, I have on a candy type shoe today. And it's, what is this? This is like 4 inches. Yeah. Maybe 4 inches. This is so comfortable. I can run in them. I can wear stilettos too. But I mean, shoes with a little bit of a platform. Yeah. And then a thicker heel, I can run in these. I've had these on all day. I've been at it since 8 o'clock this morning. I dropped my kid off at school. It's almost 6:45. And I'll be at it well into the night at the Laugh Factory. And I don't have to, my feet don't hurt. I don't know. Why don't you go to a podiatrist and find out? Is it your foot or is it your ankle? Who knows? I wish you well, though. It'd be a shame to lose such a fabulous look. I love heels. They're so sexy. So, did you hear about Madonna? You probably did by now, but we haven't discussed it. We discussed it earlier, but I haven't discussed it with you. So, she broke several bones horseback riding for her birthday yesterday. She's 47, and everybody was there at the compound over in England. Her husband and her 2 kids, and I guess a bunch of hangers-on. And she's riding a horse that she's not familiar with. Not to mention the fact that she's not the best equestrian to begin with. So she's kind of trying something new on an unfamiliar animal. She ended up being hospitalized for cracking 3 ribs. She broke her hand and a collarbone. Now, she was treated, and she's since been released. But all that to happen at 47 as opposed to 27, when things don't quite heal the same way. And, fortunately for Madonna, she's in great physical condition, as far as, muscle tone and working out and stuff like that. So she'll probably heal better than, a lot of people at 47. But I say, after a certain age, you just kind of sit and you do the same things you do things that you're good at. You don't try new things. Oh, I know the whole 35 is the new 25 and 45 is the new 35. But at the end of the day, the rings around the tree don't lie. You can zhuzh it up. You can Botox it and surgicalize it. But the rings are still the same. And maybe that's just me, Like, I've never gotten on a pair of skis. I've gone skiing before, but tobogganing. If you invited me skiing now, I would never ski. Why would I do it now? I have less of a chance of healing. I'm not horseback riding. I'm not doing any of that. I just like to sit in the house and stay safe. And stick with the things that I'm good at. I'm not athletic. I'm not trying to be. Rena Sofer, remember her, the actress? She's got the most beautiful eyes with the dark hair combination, just gorgeous. I just wanted to let you know that she and her husband just had a baby girl on August 5th, 8 pounds, 14 ounces. Okay, I won't dwell on that story. Okay. I was telling everybody earlier, Jessica Simpson's doing plus-size jeans. Are you gagging yet? We'll take this. size 12 to size 32, available at all the Ave stores across the country, the Avenue stores. Is she making fun? Is she making fun and trying to make money off of it at the same time? Like, why aren't these Monique jeans or something like that? Or Queen Latifah jeans? Or, somebody who reps that.
I don't see why she'd care. Yeah.
She doesn't care. Exactly. She doesn't care. Big girl, she wants your money. And if I were you, well, read my mind. This is insulting. It's not supposed to be just because it's supposed to be Kirstie Alley doing it or something. Yeah. Like you. You had to pad up for Daisy Duke. I was looking at her picture while I was talking like it was a conversation, not you. Boy. So, just days after Tyra Banks, had her interview with Superhead, apparently now Melissa Ford, who's over at BET, she's speaking out about Superhead. She's saying that her motivations for doing videos are a stepping stone for a bigger, role in this industry. Not promiscuity. That's what Melissa's saying about her career, Jessica Rabbit. But about Superhead, she's saying that Superhead is a poor representation for young girls. Here's what she's saying. Here's Melissa's quote. I try to project a good message to the young girls that you can use videos as a stepping stone if you do it the right way. You just look at it as a job, as a paycheck, and don't fraternize with the artists after hours or in their trailers. Don't make passes at directors and producers. Do what you're asked to do, but respect yourself at the same time. Maintain a level of etiquette, respect, and you'll have longevity in the industry without all the scandalousness. Well, Melissa Ford is a friend to the show. I mean, she's been here before, and she's a pretty girl, and I don't know anything scandalous about her. So, right on, Melissa. She's just mad because she's not getting a movie deal, and you know what I'm saying, all that cheese. She's just mad because all that work she put in is not paying off. I'm just playing, Melissa. I'm just playing. Oh, jokes. Rosie O'Donnell is insisting that Tom Cruise is not gay. And here's what she says. Listen, I've been around the guy a lot, and I get absolutely Zippo gay vibes from him. If he is gay, he's the best actor in the free world. After watching Tom on Oprah and then everywhere else in the free world, I think I may need to up my meds. Shout out to Brooke Shields, stand tall girl. You saved a lot of women. Yeah, because Rosie's one of those people who spazzed out. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been putting in so much devotion to this man, and he's a nut. But she's saying that he's not gay. Wonder how much she got for that. Mm-hmm. I think it's time to go. Is Vaughn Harper here? There he is down the hall. Hey, Vaughn. All right, you guys. It's time for me to get on out. Get on out. I'm going over to the Laugh Factory in 1 hour. First, I'm going to go into the pink room and get to know Isha. You see, Goose. No, let me give Art your headphones. Goose has been working the buttons, but you're missing some very poignant things. Now watch how Art does it, Goose.
Show me that.
All right, wait, no, hold on. Let me finish what I was saying. Art was out of the room. The Laugh Factory, the doors open up at 8 o'clock and the show starts at 9 o'clock. So my in-between time from 7 to 8, I'm going to spend in the pink office getting to know Isha.
Oh,
Wrong button, you're not on point. No.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No. Wow, you've gone through. No. Exactly, Bianca. Exactly. Oh. Really? All right, you all. Look, I love you for listening today. Thank you so much for spending any part of your day that you can possibly afford this crazy show called The Wendy Williams Experience. And thank you for checking out my radio station. Make sure that you keep it here because Vaughn Harper's next with The Quiet Storm. And God willing, we'll be all back together again tomorrow between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. It's The Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. See you at the Laugh Factory tonight. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.